Haunted castles, echoes of the past. Throughout history, there have been castles that stand as both architectural marvels and ominous reminders of darker times. Castles that hold not only the stories of kings and queens, but also chilling legends that have echoed through the ages. Today, we delve into some of the spookiest castles in the world, where the supernatural intertwines with history and the past never truly lets go. Sound: footsteps echoing, faint creaking doors. Narrator: our journey begins in the misty hills of Scotland at Glamis Castle, a place that has stood for over 600 years, its towers rising against the skyline like silent sentinels. Yet, behind its beauty lies an unsettling truth. The castle is said to be haunted by at least 9 named ghosts, each with their own dark tale. Among the most famous is the Grey Lady, who roams the halls, forever seeking peace after a life of unrest. Local legend speaks of a hanged butler whose vengeful spirit causes icy chills to those who tread too close to where he met his untimely end. Even darker still is the tale of the monster of Glamis. Born into the family centuries ago, this deformed child was hidden from the world, but is said to linger in death, his anguished cries carried on the wind that sweeps through the castle's grounds. Visitors often report feelings of intense sadness or being watched by unseen eyes, making Glamis Castle one of the most mysterious and chilling haunted sites in Scotland. Not far from Glamis, in the desolate countryside of Northumberland, lies Chillingham Castle, a name that fittingly describes its reputation. A place so steeped in darkness, it's been called the most haunted house in England. This castle's oppressive atmosphere is thick with history. Its chilling poltergeist, said to belong to the restless soul of a tortured prisoner, roams freely. Chains rattle inexplicably in the dead of night, unexplained shadows slither across rooms, and many visitors claim to feel an unnerving presence that seems to follow them wherever they go. Beyond the poltergeist, the castle retains the echoes of centuries-long cruelty. Silent rooms burst into disturbing sounds with no evident source, and visitors often feel light touches of icy fingers grazing their skin. Chillingham Castle remains a hub for paranormal investigations, drawing those fearless enough to unravel the mysteries behind its haunted history. Next, we travel to Romania, to the shadowed heights of Puanari Castle, perched precariously atop Mount Cedatea. This fortress was once the strategic stronghold of Vlad the Impaler, the historical figure who inspired the legend of Dracula. The very walls of Puanari hold an air of foreboding. Those brave enough to climb its steep stairs often report sudden chills, the acrid scent of rotting flowers appearing without warning, and an unnerving sensation of being followed. One story recounts visitors waking to find faint puncture marks on their skin, a tale that fuels the vampire lore surrounding Vlad. The eerie solitude of its remote location heightens the unease, making it feel as if Puanari Castle itself is alive, with its own sinister intentions. Traveling south to England, we find the haunting ruins of Barry Pomeroy Castle near Totnes. Once a grand estate, it is now a desolate shell that harbors deep sorrow and tragic hauntings. 2 ethereal figures dominate the castle's ghostly lore: the White Lady and the Blue Lady. While the White Lady symbolizes sadness, wandering the castle in search of lost solace, the Blue Lady's tragic history is far more harrowing. Legend claims she was imprisoned and left to die after bearing her father's child. Her mournful wails pierce the night, and visitors often report cold hands pulling at their clothing or sudden gusts of clammy air surrounding them. The ruins themselves seem heavy with despair, an unshakable reminder of the human suffering that unfolded within its walls. Finally, we reach Muncaster Castle in Cumbria, England. This medieval fortress, alive with tales of mischief and mourning, is said to be home to the ghost of Tom Fool, its mischievous court jester. Tom Fool's laughter, soft yet mocking, is sometimes heard echoing in the tapestry room after dark. Some guests even claim to see small objects move by unseen forces, a playful reminder of the jester's undying personality. But the mischief is countered by tragedy. The White Lady haunts the halls, her sorrowful figure a shadow of lost love. Margaret Pennington, another spirit tied to Muncaster, is said to linger in relentless grief, sending shivers down the spines of even the bravest. Each room at Muncaster seems to hold its own story, layered with the echoes of a tumultuous past that refuses to fade. These castles are more than just stone and mortar. They are vessels of history, guardians of tragedies that linger well beyond death. They remind us that some stories refuse to fade, that some spirits never find rest. Whether it's the mournful wail of a broken soul, the vengeful anger of a wronged servant, or the eerie laughter of a court jester, these sites pull us into their mysteries. The shadows of the past call out, daring the living to listen, to wonder, and to fear. So, the next time you hear the wind rattle your windows or the floor creak beneath your feet, remember, it might not just be the house settling, but something or someone waiting in the dark. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the haunted halls of the world's spookiest castles. Until next time, remember, history never truly leaves us. It lingers, it haunts, and it waits.